We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, run it
Time
back.
to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher.
It's week 13 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mechie, the man in motion. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Give running right is Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jalen Carter breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. pushing through tacklers at the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle with Barkley.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
12 more yards there and another first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out to his left.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson
from 21 yards away.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
No, we changed it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Shut up!
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll go to Barkley again. Shows his strength, and I think the ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. They begin with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
In motion, Aguilar. Play action. It's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Back to throw now on first down. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Barkley, inside handoff, powers through. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 33. And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Touchdown! John Mechie.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, first down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
In motion, Aguilar.
They go play action with Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Off the option, here's Henry.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now it's Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Hurts. He gets this one to Mechie.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And that last throw, not going to account for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he fit. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places.
Under pressure, they got him again. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
This will be complete to Mechie.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is
Personal
about.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball. And
he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. John Mechie, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Buying time to his left. They find some open field here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Now 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 7, a minute 25 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Jackson connecting with Andrews.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Jackson.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Jackson to throw.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Jackson.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to...
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here's 1st down.
Here's Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
Breaks through the contact.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A 50-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Ravens, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.